Peter Obi is a Nigerian politician and businessman, best known for his tenure as governor of Anambra State from 2006 to 2014. During his time in office, he earned a reputation for fiscal prudence, transparency, and a commitment to education and economic development. Supporters and political observers have often described him as a pragmatic leader who prioritizes accountability, efficient resource management, and transformative change. His approach to governance was marked by efforts to reduce unnecessary government spending, improve public service delivery, and engage citizens in decision-making processes. Beyond the state level, Peter Obi has become widely recognized on the national stage for his advocacy of reforms designed to tackle corruption and promote a more inclusive and modern Nigeria. His public image is that of a man of integrity who emphasizes data-driven policies and seeks to address the country's long-standing challenges through measured, evidence-based strategies. Whether through his economic policies or his emphasis on ethical governance, Peter Obi continues to inspire debates about the best ways to lead Nigeria towards sustainable development and improved national security. Any candidate aiming to address Nigeria's deep-seated challenges would need to adopt a comprehensive, multi-sector strategy. While political outcomes depend on many factors, here are several policy areas and strategies that Peter Obi, or any leader with similar ambitions, might consider to tackle security challenges and promote national improvement. So strengthen security institutions and intelligence by reforming and professionalizing security agencies through enhanced training, accountability, and oversight. It's also important to invest in modern intelligence gathering and data analytics to anticipate and counter emerging threats, like insurgency and terrorism. Establishing joint task forces that integrate military, police, and community intelligence can help ensure timely and well-coordinated responses. Now, addressing the root causes of insurgency and conflict means investing in socio-economic development, especially in regions that are vulnerable to insurgency. This could include job creation, education, infrastructure, and community development programs to reduce the appeal of insurgent extremism. It's also essential to engage local communities and traditional leaders in dialogue to build trust, encourage the reporting of suspicious activities, and develop localized security solutions. Plus, supporting de-radicalization initiatives and creating rehabilitation programs can help reintegrate former insurgents into society. Tackle corruption and enhance transparency by implementing rigorous anti-corruption measures at all levels of government, including the security apparatus, to make sure resources are used effectively. Establish independent oversight bodies and robust audit mechanisms to monitor spending and performance in critical sectors like defense and public safety. Leveraging technology, such as digital tracking systems, open data initiatives, and e-governance platforms, can really help reduce bureaucratic opacity and limit opportunities for mismanagement. When it comes to reforming governance and public sector management, it's important to create policies that foster merit-based appointments and performance evaluations in all arms of government, making sure institutions are run by competent and committed professionals. Promoting decentralization where appropriate allows local governments to better respond to their unique security and socio-economic challenges. And encouraging a culture of accountability by implementing clear legal frameworks ensures that public officials are held responsible for mismanagement or corruption. Build national unity and external partnerships by fostering cross-ethnic and inter-regional dialogue to address historical grievances and create a sense of national identity that goes beyond local divisions. Engaging with international partners and organizations is key for technical assistance, capacity building, and intelligence sharing to combat transnational threats. Developing public-private partnerships can also help fund and implement development and security initiatives, making use of the expertise and resources of both sectors. And it's vital to prioritize human rights and community trust by ensuring security operations always respect human rights and the rule of law, which is just so critical for gaining the trust and cooperation of citizens. Setting up mechanisms for community oversight of security practices helps prevent abuses and maintain public confidence in state institutions. No single strategy can address all of Nigeria's complex issues overnight. However, a leader who combines these approaches with transparent governance and inclusive policymaking stands a better chance of creating lasting security and prosperity. In any political journey, the success of such measures will depend not only on the formulation of policies, but also on their faithful implementation, continual evaluation, and, the ability to adapt to new challenges over time. Nigeria's military is a sizable force that reflects decades of development and adaptation to diverse security challenges. Although some specifics about its capabilities are classified, much of its general composition and equipment are publicly known. Here's an overview of Nigeria's military firepower and a discussion on how a leader like Peter Obi might leverage these assets to address the nation's security challenges. First up, let's talk about structure and overall capability. Nigeria's military is divided into three main branches: the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. Each branch has its own specialized units, command structures, and operational mandates. With hundreds of thousands of active personnel, including commandos and special operations forces, the military is tasked with internal security, border protection, counterinsurgency, and maritime security. Regular joint exercises and coordinated operations among these branches are intended to build interoperability and, strengthen overall national defense. Now, let's get into the detailed components of Nigeria's military firepower, starting with the Nigerian Army. The Army is actually the largest component and, it deploys a mix of light infantry, armored units, and mechanized divisions. Its firepower includes armored vehicles and tanks, which range from older models to gradually modernized platforms, as well as wheeled armored personnel carriers and artillery units that can provide both direct and indirect fire support. Units that are deployed in areas affected by insurgency often receive specialized training in counterinsurgency tactics, and there's ongoing discussion about modernizing equipment to match evolving threats. Moving on to the Nigerian Navy. The Navy is responsible for safeguarding Nigeria's maritime interests, protecting the oil-rich Niger Delta, and securing coastal waters against piracy, smuggling, and other transnational crimes. Its capabilities include frigates, fast attack crafts, patrol boats, and amphibious landing craft. Modernization efforts have, led to the procurement of new vessels and improved surveillance abilities, which help to better monitor the country's vast maritime boundaries. The Nigerian Navy also plays an important role in joint maritime security initiatives with neighboring states and international partners, really enhancing its overall operational profile. And finally, the Nigerian Air Force. The Air Force provides aerial reconnaissance, rapid deployment, and air support for ground operations. It operates a fleet of fighter jets, including various models acquired or upgraded over the years, as well as transport aircraft and helicopters used for both combat and logistical support. Air assets are crucial for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions, often called ISR, which contribute to early warning and rapid response against insurgent activities and other security threats. For a leader seeking to address Nigeria's security challenges, ranging from insurgency and terrorism to organized crime and piracy, a multifaceted strategy that optimizes the country's military firepower is, absolutely critical. Here are several approaches Peter Obi might adopt. First, modernization and investment. Prioritize the modernization of outdated equipment and invest in new technology across all branches. This could include advanced surveillance systems, communication networks, and upgraded weapon systems. Also, enhance the procurement process by ensuring transparency and efficiency, which, helps combat corruption and ensures that funds are diverted to truly transformative technologies. Next, enhance training and capacity building. Invest in training programs to update tactical and strategic skills, making sure that personnel are proficient in modern warfare techniques, cyber defense, and counterinsurgency operations. And finally, collaborate with international allies for joint training exercises that expose Nigerian soldiers to best practices and advanced operational methodologies. To really strengthen military effectiveness, it's crucial to leverage existing intelligence capabilities by integrating data analytics and real-time intelligence sharing across all military branches. Creating joint task forces that can rapidly respond to emerging threats ensures that ground, air, and naval resources work together, in unison against insurgent groups and criminal networks. But military strength is also complemented by community support. So it's important to implement initiatives that build trust between security forces and local populations, making sure communities are actual partners in intelligence gathering and early detection of potential threats. Working with local traditional and community leaders to address the root causes of insurgency helps reduce dependency on brute force alone. Strategic defense goes beyond just acquiring firepower. It's about channeling defense spending into infrastructure that supports effective deployment and rapid mobility of forces. Enhancing logistical capabilities, like maintenance and supply chain networks, is key to ensuring sustained operations over Nigeria's vast and varied terrain. At the same time, implementing rigorous oversight mechanisms within the defense sector is essential to keep investments and procurement processes free from mismanagement and corruption. Transparency in defense spending not only improves operational readiness, but also builds citizens' trust in the military and government institutions. Leveraging military strength effectively, it requires balancing hard power with soft power strategies. While improved firepower and operational capabilities are definitely vital, they really need to be complemented by broader reforms. Strengthening border control and socio-economic development in conflict-prone areas helps undermine the base of insurgent recruitment. Promoting national unity, good governance, and economic opportunity reduces the appeal of extremist groups and honestly fosters a more resilient society. Nigeria's military firepower, when optimally modernized, well-managed, and strategically deployed, can serve as a formidable tool to address the complex security challenges facing the country. For Peter Obi, leveraging these assets would mean a commitment not only to enhancing military capacity, but also to integrating these efforts with broader political, economic, and social reforms. Such a balanced approach can help foster a secure environment that's truly conducive to sustainable development and improved national stability.